Hey everybody, I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. This is 5 Minutes with Ben, and I'm Ben. We're going to look at a game that was played today, for me, between Javokhir Sindarov and Hikaru Nakamura. This was played in the Freestyle chess. And what happened was the quarterfinal matches, of which this is one, were played with slow chess. And in the slow chess, they drew both games. And this was the only match that went into playoffs. The other quarterfinal matches all ended in 2 games. So they played playoffs. First game of the playoffs, Sindarov was completely losing the first game. And then it turned around and Sindarov actually won. Very suspicious. And this game was a must-win game for Hikaru. Otherwise, he'd be knocked out. So things have gone very well for Hikaru. He's up a piece. And the last, 10 moves, Hikaru's played flawlessly and has obtained this winning position. White has 2 pawns for a piece, but it's not enough. Okay, Hikaru improved his bishop by playing bishop f4. This stops Sindarov from getting the 7th rank. Also gains a tempo on this pawn, or so Hikaru thought. Sindarov ignored his pawn instead of playing h3 or king g2. Played a4, sacrificed his h-pawn, so he could get his queenside majority going. And Hikaru said, yeah, okay, I'll take that. Now, Sindarov only has a pawn for a knight. Sindarov played a5, attacking the knight. Knight went to d5. Then bishop to d4. And this is the first critical position of this blurb of the game. Here, black has 2 good moves, which maintain the winning advantage. Knight c7. Notice the knight is protected by the bishop. Bishop's pretty far away. That's the engine move. The other engine move is king to e8 with the idea of king to d7. And says black is winning there also. But Hikaru probably thought white was going to play rook a6 and capture the a-pawn. So Hikaru didn't want to lose the a-pawn for nothing. It turns out if white plays rook a6, for example, against king e8, then black plays knight c7, and after trading rooks and the knight on c7 taking the b-pawn, the engine says black's completely winning. Okay, so Hikaru played rook b8, trading his a-pawn for the b-pawn, also activating his rook. So that's what happened. Now Hikaru's threatening a lot of stuff. He's threatening the a-pawn, threatening the b-pawn, and Hikaru has a knight for a pawn, but a-pawn's pretty strong. So Sindarov played a6. And once again, black should play knight c7 in this position. And still probably has a winning advantage. But this is time trouble, so you can't think 2 or 3 minutes a move. You could think 10, 20 seconds a move, and then sort of guess what the right move is. Hikaru played the standard, put your rook behind a passed pawn. So he played rook a5. Now, probably Hikaru's not winning anymore. Because Sindarov played brilliant move, and typically in this kind of position, you're not thinking of checkmating your opponent with either color. We're thinking about the passed a-pawn, but Sindarov played bishop d4 with the idea of, pushing his pawn, and more importantly, rook c8 is checkmate because the bishop defends the g7 square So the black king has nowhere to go. Now, this position should be a draw, although a draw doesn't help Hikaru. He has to win. He lost the first game. He played e5, which gives white winning advantage probably because the bishop is blocked out of the game now. White plays bishop c5 check. And after king e8, Hikaru was horrified that after a7, he couldn't play the relatively obvious king d7 because rook d6 check wins his knight. And if you can't play king d7, and you can't play king d8 for the same reason, then white's going to play rook c8 check and queen. And here Hikaru had less than 30 seconds, and he knows that king d7 and king d8 are no good. And he also knows it's no good if Sindarov plays rook c8 check and queens. So basically, the truth hurts. And Hikaru, with seconds on his clock, played e4, which lets his bishop get back, but it doesn't stop white from playing rook c8 check and queen, and then white's winning. White's up in exchange and has to pass b pawn. And in this position, the players shook hands, and everybody thought that Hikaru had resigned, but in fact, Hikaru offered a draw because offering a draw is capitulating to the loss because he already lost the first game. So he would lose the match 1.5-1/2. Drawing and losing is the same. Sindarov didn't care, so he shook hands. And although technically the game ended in a draw here, white's winning. And by drawing, white secures the match victory. So that was a terrible turnaround for Hikaru at the very end of the game. Sindarov wins, and they go on tomorrow, which for most of you is probably today, the semifinals. Sindarov will play Fabiano Caruana, and Magnus Carlsen will play Vincent Keimer in the semifinals starting on Tuesday. I'm Grandmaster Ben Feingold. Thanks for watching at least 5 minutes with Ben. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Helps out the channel tremendously. And I'll see you guys next time with more 5 minutes with Ben. Oh, did I say I was Ben? Bye.